Everybody, it is Kathy, and I love to be selling. How are you? Come on in, everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? Let me know that you can hear me. Say hello. Let me know how the weather is for you. Very hot in New York today. Really, really hot. Definitely a day to be carrying your water bottle. But let me see how everybody's doing. Hey, Kara, you're here from Michigan. Hi, hi, hi. Hey, Pam, nice to see you. Yay for Texas. Thank you, Jennifer. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody. Oh, wow. So good to see Cynthia. How are you? Beverly, Washington State. Yes, yes. And I'm so glad to be broadcasting a little later than I normally do to catch everybody. But good to see everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? Come on in. I actually have two really, really, really good eBay sales tips that I want to share with everybody. But what I wanted to talk about first was this is something I noticed. I was in a store visiting a friend who is a salesperson at a high-end store here in New York City. And so we were chatting away, and taking breaks because customers were coming in, so letting her, help customers. But several people were just browsing. And so my friend goes up to them, hi, how are you? Is there anything I can help you with? No, we're just looking. We're looking to see what's on sale. And more than one person said that they're just browsing, they're just looking, because what they're interested in is what is on sale. And I've got two ideas to help you with this, because I think there's times when people shop very purposefully, which is, I need, it happened the other day. My husband comes in the door. There's a certain brand of sneaker that he likes. He only likes this brand of sneaker. He wanted a very specific color, and he knows his size. So he's like, go on eBay and find me these sneakers. So I went on eBay. I found him the sneakers. We bought them and we shipped. I didn't browse. I didn't shop. I looked at, who's a good seller. I looked at their return policy, because with shoes, you always want to make sure that you're going to be able to, exchange them or return them just in case there's any problem. Ordered them, bam, and I got them right away, which was great. But I didn't browse. I wasn't looking around. I wasn't looking to see what others, he wanted a specific color, a specific brand. That was it. Then I was on actually shopping this morning for myself, and I wasn't really concerned about brand. I was concerned about color and style and size. So I'm looking and sort of browsing and looking around and absolutely looking to see, is something on sale? Is something a great value? To see what's going to be catching my eye. And that's what I want to be sharing with you. So 2 tips. The first one, and this I just found out today. So thank you to my friend Lisa for pointing it out. And I also want to let you know, because it's quite different than anything I've ever seen before. I went to somebody who's an expert in this area, and they said, as far as they can see, yes, everything looks okay. And this is what I want to show you, because I'm actually going to have to show you my screen. So hang on just a second. And we're going to make me smaller. And I've got to remember how to do this. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. So we're showing my screen, and let me show you what I'm talking about. So here we go. So this is my Facebook personal page. Now before, just to let you know, what would happen was, it was in Facebook's terms of service. Okay, I'll pull them up for you so you can see what I'm talking about. In Facebook's terms of service, it said very explicitly that you could not sell from your Facebook personal page. That if you were a business, you had to have a business page. Now, it's still true. You still want to have a business page for your business. Actually, let me hop back over here for a second. Is it like this? Yes, there we go. You still do want to have a business page. And the reason for that is branding for your business. And this is true whether you have a store or you don't have a store. You can only run an ad, by the way, from a Facebook business page. So you do want to have a business page that you're putting your products on, and you're interacting with your customer, and that has the same name that you're selling under. So whatever name you're using on eBay or Etsy or your Shopify store, wherever you're selling, that's the name you want on your business page. Aha. And it was very clearly stated in Facebook's terms of service that you were not allowed to sell on your big no-no. And I know people that actually had their accounts suspended for selling from their personal page. Okay. Look at Facebook's terms of service though now. Hang on. So here we go. We want to provide a personalized experience for you. Wait a minute, I got to give you a big screen. Hang on a second, you guys. I always forget about this. Sorry about that. Is that big? There we go. Now we're big. Sorry about that. Okay. So Facebook. We're here to help empower you. You can express, you can communicate. Google this. This is Facebook's terms of service. Help you discover content, protect you from harmful, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Data policy. It goes on and on and on, and it talks about community and other things. Guess what is not there anymore? That you cannot sell from your personal page. It's gone. They completely took it away. I do not know when these terms of service were rewritten. I'm sure I could Google it and research it. My suspicion is just because of all the changes that's been going on with Facebook since the data breach, it's probably when they changed it, okay? Now, that being said, like I said before, you still want a Facebook business page. You want it for branding. You want it because you can run ads from there. You can boost posts. But isn't this interesting? Look what you can now do on your personal page. Okay, so back to this. Here we go. Okay, back over to my personal page. So this is me pretending. So pink blouse for sale, $15, includes, oh, I can't type, includes, oh, I really can't, includes free US shipping, message me your PayPal information, or you could use Stripe, whatever you want. Now I can, obviously I could post this to the public, or I can post it just to my friends, okay? I'm gonna post it to the public. And look what happens, say I'm in Chinatown for some reason, but look what happens. It posts it, Kathy Terrell posted an item for sale. You can now sell off your personal page, okay? Facebook is converting the post to a sale post. You can experiment with it on your line. I'm going to delete this because I don't want somebody thinking I'm selling the blouse. Okay? This is huge. I don't know if you realize how huge this is. This is absolutely huge. Now, what this means is, just so that you are clear on this, is I stated that something was for sale, that you could buy it from me using PayPal or Stripe, or whatever you want to do, money orders. Just for me, because I am active in some buy-sell groups on Facebook, is I only do PayPal because it protects me, it protects the buyer. I ship with delivery confirmation. I don't do local pickup. There are marketplaces and things, and I know some people have done very, very well with that, which is a local buy-sell group. Just like on Facebook, there are local buy-sell groups. Living in New York City, I don't do that. Everything is shipped. I don't want you coming to my home. I don't want you meeting in a local Starbucks. Everything is shipped. The shipping price is included. But the reason I bring this up, because most of the people I know here are eBay sellers, is, let's say, and this is what got me thinking, you know, because for some people it's slow this summer, or you've got stuff that's sitting in your store, or your listings that's been there for a while. It's been there 6 months, a year, 2 years, and you're like, I just want this thing sold. But we all have to consider the fact that we're paying fees. We're paying eBay fees, Etsy fees, Poshmark fees, Amazon fees. Wherever we're selling, we're paying them fees. Bonanza fees. With various sites, you may not pay listing fees, but you're paying fees once it sells. And the fees are ranging, you know, 15, 20% on the item. And if it's a low-cost item, if it's $12, $14, that really eats into it. With this, you can post on a Facebook personal page an item for sale that you're selling, that you're willing to PayPal invoice the person or Stripe, or however you want to handle it, and post it. Now, a couple of things about this. It cannot be a link. From what I can see is, don't do a link to an eBay item or an Etsy item or Bonanza or Poshmark. I would not do that, because the link is driving the person off of Facebook. You're sending them to eBay, to Etsy, to Poshmark. What this is, all the business is being done on my personal page. I am not linking to an off-site. There's nothing right now that says about terms of service. I just know people have gotten in trouble using their personal page to sell eBay, to sell Etsy, to sell other sites. So I would not do that on a personal page. Advertise your eBay items, your Etsy items, your Poshmark items, your Shopify items. Do it on a Facebook business page. They're free. I have a couple of guides. If you want them, hop over to my website, ilovetobeselling.com. I've got free tips on a Facebook business page, and I've got setup guides on a Facebook business page. So grab whatever's good for you guys. So my recommendation is low-cost items that I'm not going to make a ton of money on, or you could do a more expensive item if you're comfortable selling that, but they've got to PayPal you or Stripe you. Don't be doing your sites on your personal page. Save that for your business page. But what it's looking like, and my friend that showed this to me, because I was like, get out of here, says she doesn't do it constantly because she doesn't want to spam her friends. I went, good. But she doesn't, and she stuff. When you post on your personal page, it is going into your personal feed. It is going to your friends. So think about that. Like for me, a lot of my friends are Facebook sellers. I don't, yes, of course we shop, but you know what I mean is I'm not sure I would do it personally. But certainly for yourself, if more of your friends are like local people, or let's say you're a mom and you're selling, a bunch of kids' clothing or a bunch of kids' toys, it is certainly something to consider, that you could post it on your personal page and then share it into a marketplace or a Facebook buy-sell group or something like that. But please, please, please don't be putting links to your eBay items, your Etsy items, your Bonanza items on your personal page and say, well, Kathy said I could. What Kathy's saying is it seems to be working because Facebook's doing it. I mean, you type in item for sale, and when you post it, Facebook is converting it to a for sale item. So I'm like, if you want to do some low cost, just like get this thing out of the house, I'm cleaning out my closet, I want to get rid of this, absolutely I would try it, because the only fees you're going to be paying, you'll be paying your shipping costs, so be sure to factor that in. You're going to be paying any PayPal or Stripe fees or however you're getting paid. And if you're doing it as a local pickup, certainly do that. But realize the only people seeing it are your friends, even if you post publicly. So if you post publicly, it will go into your friends' feed. If it's a popular item, let's say I post an Apple iPhone for a crazy low price, there is a chance then that friends of friends will see it. But I wanted to give you that information because it is a radical change for Facebook. Now, I contacted a friend of mine who's very good on Facebook policy. They don't work for Facebook, but they are very connected as far as Facebook goes. And I said, do me a favor and take a look at this. And her reaction was, wow, like this is a huge change. Yes, it does look acceptable. And also the warnings about, if you're a business, advertising your business, talking about your business, you really want that on your business page. Again, if you're just selling one-offs, if you're cleaning your house, more like a garage sale kind of thing, it does look like you're now safe to do that on your personal page. So try it. And again, be aware, don't be spamming your friends. And by spamming means you're doing 4 posts a day, and 4 of them are your products that you're selling. So if you're posting 2 or 3 times a day, maybe 1 item every couple of days, because you want to be considerate of your friends. Okay? Good, good, good. So that's what I wanted to tell you. Now listen, the other thing I wanted to tell you was, and it was back to my thinking about things that are on sale. So that's what got me thinking is people are looking for a deal. And if I just need like a little top for $6 or $7, absolutely I would buy off a friend, especially a friend I know and trust. You know, it's like, hey, you know, she's got good taste. She's getting rid of that. Yeah, hey, I'll buy that. So that I don't have to go to the store or be buying off eBay or Poshmark. Absolutely, I would buy off her. The other thing is eBay. And I want to talk about starter stores. Is if you're selling like 50, 60, 70 items, they're pretty much listed all the time. You really want to take a look at the eBay starter store. And if you have a basic store or a premium or an anchor store, listen up to me too, which is people that look for sales. They like the slash pricing. And slash pricing means you see the price and it's going to slash through it. It works. That's why retail stores do it. You may not be somebody that is sale driven, but customers are sales driven. Otherwise, retail would not be doing it. The fact that I was standing in the store with my friend and so many people that walked by, I'm just looking to see what's on sale. And one person actually started to look at an item. They had just wanted one item. And because this other item was on sale, they ended up buying like 6 items. So slash pricing works. You only get it with an eBay store. It's part of what is called promotions manager. It used to be markdown manager. Now I believe it's called promotion plus sale event. It is how you get slash pricing. So if you're shopping on eBay and you see that slash through the price, what that means is that that seller has an eBay store. They are able to do that. Now, as a seller without a store, absolutely you can lower the price and then you can raise the price and things like that. But only a store owner has access to slash pricing. So again, if you find that you're pretty regularly listing, 40, 50, 60 items, to get the tools that you get with an eBay store can be worth it, especially because now they have this new starter store that with a year subscription is $4.95 a month. I mean, that's really reasonable. If you think about it, if I sell an extra half a dozen items because I can get access to slash pricing, it has paid for my store and more. Okay, so that's what I want you to think about is 1, if you're just trying to get rid of stuff, realize that now you can do things on your personal page. Just don't overload your friends, okay? And think about how you want to deal with it, whether it's going to be local pickup or whatever. You also have to take a look at how many friends you have. You might be far better off to be selling on Facebook Marketplace or to jump into some buy-sell groups if you only have 100, 150 friends. Unless your friends are super shoppers, they love to shop. It's really not going to hurt you to post on your personal page like that. And again, if you have 50, 60 items, you can do a starter store, by the way, or any store level. You might be going, Kathy, I'm ready to go for a basic or a premium. But I really encourage people when you're starting an eBay store is I would really do it by the month for 1 or 2 months. And then once you make sure, hey, this is really what I want, then go into the year subscription. Because the reason why you may want to do it that way, even though you do pay a little bit more paying by the month, is you want to make sure that you like it. If you sign up for a year subscription going, yay, I'm going to save all this money, and then you find out for whatever reason it's not for you, is there are big penalties for canceling a store. Okay, so think about that. You might want to try the starter store for a month or 2 at $7.95 a month rather than the $4.95. And you go, let me try it. It's summertime is a good time to get going on these things too. So, for July and August, I'm going to try this. And then, I'm going to take a look at it at the end of August and see if I want to do this through for 4th quarter. Okay, so those are my tips for you. Yay, Beverly, I'm glad you're here too. Yay. Oh, good, you guys. Good. So test out what you think about the Facebook personal page. And again, it may not be for you. You're like, Kathy, I'd rather do buy sell groups. I'd rather do marketplace. Or, hey, I'm killing it on Poshmark. I'm killing it on Mercari. I'm killing it on eBay. You know, I don't want to deal with the bother of putting something on my personal page. I really just use my personal page for friends and family, you know, for sharing pictures of our kids. I don't want to do that. That's fine. I just wanted you to know that if you're just like, if I look at this shirt for one more day, it's going to make me crazy, you might try posting it on Facebook, realizing that you're going to save a lot of money on fees. My goal always for you guys is I'm here to help you get things sold. That's what I'm all about. I give you strategies to get things sold. You can try your Facebook personal profile. Don't forget your Facebook business page. It's very powerful. And then with eBay, really take a look at a store. And you may think, you know, Kathy, I do run sales and they don't really work for me. I don't really find, you know, that the stuff that I'm marking down is selling. One, play around with the percentage. You might be, I've seen this, people put it at 5% off. 5% off, unless it's a $500 item, is not going to get anybody's attention. You need to do at least 10%. And you need to be looking at your pricing so that you're able to do that. You know, people do not pay attention to a 5% off sale. It needs to be 10, 15, 20%. Then you get people's attention. And the other thing is play around with the categories. You know, putting the blouse on sale may not work, but the jackets, it works. Kids' toys, it doesn't work, but video games, it does work. So try it, and you need to try it more than once. The other thing is you don't know the traffic that it's. There's a lot of data about when you do various promotional things with eBay, it helps to increase the overall sales lift to your entire store. And what that means is more traffic. So the item that's on sale, the pen may not sell, but they come in on the pen because they see the slash pricing, like the woman that was in the store that looked at the one item because it was on sale and then ended up buying 7 items because the one item caught her attention. So the one item on sale could catch the person's attention, and they don't buy the pen that's on sale. They buy the scissors and the stapler and everything else, okay? So the point of that slash pricing is it gets them into your listings, right? The analogy being like the person, at least they do this in New York, they have the nice people standing out in front of the store handing out little samples, little frozen yogurts, little tiny smoothie, little chocolate, little hand creams or whatever. Why? Because they want to get you into the store. That's what slash pricing does, okay?